With this feeling I can leave. I'm working and I'm new. Will you dare to give it over and walk by my side? Do you see the road? Do you hear it's cold? Do you want a part of it? Just getting me above now. Just getting me above now. See the sun goes down, driving lights in hearts, counting trees around. This is our day to dream. My heart it's cursed with you. My heart is cursed with you. Do you see the road? Just get me above. Do you see the road? Just get me above. Do you see the road? Do you hear
I request, please, all of you to take your seat. Honorable Chief Guest will be arriving at the venue very shortly. I request to the guest at the backside, please take your seat. Kind request to please take your seat and be seated. Mr. Sonowal is on the way. He'll be at the venue very shortly. Thank you. Thank you for your patience and apologies for the delay. Our chief guest has just entered the venue and he's arriving here very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to each one of you from Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority. We are honored by the presence of Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, the Distinguished Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways to JN Port today. As we gather on this auspicious day, we invite all dignitaries to please step forward for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the spirit of growth and harmony. I request all dignitaries to please step forward for the lighting of the lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठेत् गृहे दीपं तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता
Thank you so much, sir. Following this, would request Shri Unmesh Sharad Wagh, Chairman JNPA, and Dhruv Kotak, MD JM Bakshi, to please welcome Honorable Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sonowal ji. This is in recognition of his invaluable contribution to the nation's sports sector and sustainable initiatives. Let's all extend a warm round of applause for Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji. We also have with us Shri Mahesh Baldi ji, MLA, Uran constituency, with us today. I request to kindly felicitate and welcome Shri Mahesh Baldi ji, MLA, Uran constituency. We have with us Shri Lakshmanan ji, Joint Secretary, Port, Shipping and Waterways. would request sir to welcome Shri Lakshmananji, AS Ports, Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Thank you so much, sir, and a warm welcome to all the dignitaries for today's event. At JNPA, India's largest container port, our commitment to sustainability and innovation is at the core of everything that we do. Today's milestone demonstrates our dedication to adopting green logistics and eco-friendly practices that will shape the future of port-led growth. To officially commence today's event, it is my pleasure to invite Shri Dhruv Krishna Kotak, Managing Director of JM Bakshi, for the opening address.
Honorable Sonowal ji, Waq Sahib, Baldi ji, Lakshmanan sir, Mr. Murkumbi, all my friends from the industry. Sir, I had the privilege of being invited by Waq Sahib a few months back in Mumbai when we were celebrating the anniversary of JNPA. At that event, I had the honor and pleasure of making one small statement where I said that this is our Karm Bhumi, and for all of us, this is our Karm Bhumi. This is where we all get our livelihood and our careers have been made. But one more thing that I said is that the trailblazer that JNPA is, in terms of developing new concepts, new ideas, and bringing the future to life, that is JNPA. And I think today, sir, it's an honor to be here to see JNPA, I think, blaze that trail again in terms of opening a new door for innovation, opening a new door towards sustainable logistics, transportation, and green energy. So, sir, on behalf of JM Bakshi, we stand extremely committed to making sure this vision of GNPA to be truly India's first fully green port. Sir, we stand committed and we stand, I think, shoulder to shoulder with the port to make this happen. Sir, as far as we are concerned, we have taken a small step. So these are 100 vehicles where we are participating along with CMA, CGM in NSFT. We're also doing this for CFS transportation. But sir, today as an Indian businessman, the only point, the reason this makes a lot of sense is because the cost, the operating cost of these vehicles are a fraction of what it is for operating the conventional diesel vehicles. Also, sir, these vehicles do not have diesel engines. So the resale value, sorry sir, I'm sounding like a banya, but the resale value of these vehicles after 5 years for us, return on capital employed is something that we are keeping in mind when we're doing this business. So once again, sir, congratulations to JNPA for once again setting the direction for how logistics and business needs to be done. And sir, we are with you in this journey, hopefully towards 1,000 and then 10,000 trucks, electric trucks in this ecosystem, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Dhruv. JN Port is indebted to all the terminal operators for our mission towards becoming a green port, and their contribution is immense. The journey towards green logistics is powered by innovative entrepreneurs. We now welcome Mr. Narendra Murukumbi, MD and CEO of Energy in Motion, to share his insights on sustainable transport and future of energy in motion.
Honorable Minister Sarbananda Sonowal ji, our most loved and respected Chairman of JNPA, Shri Waq ji, guests on the dais, and all of you invitees who've taken the trouble to come here today. I'm extremely pleased we are launching our electric truck ecosystem in JNPA Port in a big way, and I'd like to quickly take you through some of the highlights of what we are doing along with our customers and partners, and of course under the overall umbrella of the port's green initiatives. So we are flagging out the first set of trucks, both at NSFT as well as for transport of containers to the CFS outside the MICT CFS terminal. What at Energy in Motion, what we are trying to do is to offer high performance and reliable electric vehicles. We've got some of the best technology in the world, and I'm happy to share that we'll start fully assembling these trucks in Pune by June of 2026. But we are not just here to sell vehicles. We are here to solve the whole electric vehicle problem. So an important piece of what we are doing is building a network of swapping and charging stations in easy reach, and not only that, at a very attractive charging cost, either equal or lower than what the grid tariff is for EVs. That is our promise to our customers. And this is a very important part of the headache of transitioning to electric vehicles, and we are solving that along with getting the right vehicle. We have organized financing for all our customers, fleet operators, on par, on similar terms as with diesel vehicles, so that there's no problem with funding these vehicles. Some of the bankers are here today, and it's a pleasure really to have their support. And fourth thing is, in line with overall green objective of JNPA, we will maximize the use of renewable energy in charging the batteries for all these vehicles. So it's green from end to end, that's the vision. So at EIM, we are investing about 40% of the total cost of the vehicle. We call it a Maitri model, which means that we give you the battery and the charging services on a pay per day or pay per month basis. This reduces 40% of the cost upfront for investment. We offer battery swapping for our own vehicles so that you don't have to wait for long. However, we recognize that not everybody would necessarily want to buy our vehicles. We have all our stations are versatile. We can charge any commercial vehicle in the same station using the standard, Indian standard CCS2 DC charging system. So we can charge almost any heavy and medium and even a light vehicle, light commercial vehicle in the same stations. And lastly, as I said, we are maximizing the use of energy, using solar energy, using open access to further reduce costs. We are grateful for the port. I'm hoping Chairman Sir will make a big announcement today on energy costs. We are grateful for them for supporting our quest to reduce electricity costs, which will further reduce the cost of operation of electric vehicles. So, in summary, we ask our customers only to buy the truck. Battery and charging is done by us. We do 40% of the investment. We take over, I think, 80% of the headache, which involves all the electricity, charging infrastructure. So we launched on 1st August. We got our certification from the Automotive Research Institute to sell these trucks in India commercially. And I'm going to show you after this in 7 minutes. In a port operation, which is typically 24/7, vehicle utilization is important. You don't have the 1.5 hour charge in the conventional way. So we're pushing, swapping very strongly. The first station is already operational. After this event, I was interested for the convenience of everybody here. I will just, if you can have the video, please. This is the station which is just already in view. So a truck drives up below it. It's all automatic. There are voice commands to tell the driver where to stop, when to switch off the engine, when to start. The battery is lifted off. We've evaluated a lot of battery swapping technologies. This is the simplest. It's a simple 2-axis robotic movement. Goes inside, and a new battery comes. Is mounted on the back of the tractor. It has automatic clamps to hold it in place. And some of these vehicles we have tested in Indian conditions for more than 1 lakh kilometers. So we're very confident this is appropriate tech for India. Thank you very much for your patient hearing, and invite you again to watch the battery swapping of this event. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Narendra, for highlighting the key USPs of this green fleet. Also, this warehouse where we are all seated, you can see solar panels. So this is also part of the sustainable initiatives of JN Port. May I request Unmesh Shradwal, Chairman of JNPA, to address us his dedication and vision are pivotal for India's as India's largest container port and its commitment to sustainability. Thank you.
Honorable Minister for Port, Shipping and Inland Waterways, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Shri Mahesh Baldi, Honorable MA, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Lakshmanan, Shri Dhruv Kotak, Managing Director, JM Bakshi Group, Shri Narendra Margambi, MD and CEO, Energy in Motion, CEOs of JPA Terminals, team from Ashoka University, Commissioner General, Customs, Sumida, all the head of department and officials of JNPA, all the stakeholders of JNPA and dear friends, Namaskar. I welcome you all to JNPA. I express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Minister for your presence, sir. Thank you from your zeal to be here to encourage all of us. This Navratri has brought, this is the project worth more than 500 crores. And World Bank is ready to fund this project. All the 22 buses used for commuting our workers and officers will be electric in next 3 months. All the vehicles used by our HODs, chairperson, deputy chairperson and CVO will be electric. Charging infrastructure, which will take care of 1,000 trucks can be charged in one day in 24 hours in next 1 year. NPA will create the battery swapping stations just demonstrated by Murkumji just now in his speech, inside custom bonded area and outside custom bonded area. To encourage JNPA CAFS movement by electric truck, JNPA will create separate dedicated lane for the electrical vehicles for all the terminals. This will ensure quick turnaround time.
The first such initiative in terms of in the country where a commercial battery swapping station is being showcased for the trucking side. This is probably one of the difficult pieces in terms of greening, in terms of electric vehicles. And probably this business model pitches it on par with the cost of operating a normal truck. So that will ensure that the uptake is quite smooth and we can possibly scale it up very quickly. And I'm sure the other terminals in JN Port as well as in our other major ports will also quickly adopt this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for highlighting all the good work that all the ports under Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways is doing towards sustainability. Let us now witness the journey of JNPA towards a sustainable green future through a short film.
Cleaner, healthier port, JNPA monitors its environment every day. We're even building a green fleet with electric and CNG vehicles, cutting emissions and speeding up operations. The Shore Power project will let visiting ships plug into green power, setting a benchmark for sustainable port-led industry. JNPA SEZ has achieved the full 100% green energy milestone. Every initiative, large or small, adds to the ocean of change. Each measure, whether on water or on land, strengthens our environment, protects biodiversity, and makes trade stronger for generations to come. Even this Nava Sheva distribution terminal warehouse you are in is part of our sustainability voyage. It's where smart design and responsibility sail together. The ocean has always carried our dreams, and we must nurture that relationship with responsibility. JNPA knows that progress and respect for the earth go hand in hand, and that is the only way to move India forward.
Ashoka University, Delhi, for development of Logistics Cost Index. May I invite Prachi Mishra, Director and Head of ISAC Center for Public Policy, Ashoka University, and Shri Unmesh Radwag, to please come forward for the exchange of MOUs. This MOU launches a vital partnership aimed at creating a dedicated logistic cost index for India, one that will serve as both a monitoring tool and a policy benchmark for stakeholders across the supply chain. This new index will support port authorities as they move towards a market-driven approach to tariff setting for cargo at port-owned berths and provide the sector with much-needed clarity for cost and performance benchmarking. A big round of applause for the team. Together, we are laying the foundation for a more transparent, competitive, and future-ready logistics sector. Thank you so much. It is now our privilege to hear from a person whose leadership is catalyzing sustainable transformations in the maritime sector. We are deeply honored to have amongst us our chief guest, Honorable Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, whose vision and leadership continue to inspire transformative progress in Indian shipping and logistics sector. Please join me in giving him a warm round of applause. I think so we have to wait for Sonowal ji, and we have Mr. Baldi with us, who will be addressing us.
Honorable Ministers, श्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी और हमारे मित्र उमेश वाघ जी, इन्होंने आज नया इनिशिएटिव चालू किया है इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल। वो मेरे मित्र सन्माननीय ध्रुव कोटक जी ऑनरेबल सेक्रेटरी सर, यहाँ पे बैठे हुए सभी महानुभाव, एक बड़े हर्ष की और उल्लास की बात है सर। जेएनपीटी, हम जब से पैदा हुए तब से जेएनपीटी का नाम सुन रहे हैं और हर साल इसमें एक एक चीज़ की बढ़ोतरी हो रही है। और सर आपके पहले नितिन जी थे, उसके बाद में आप आए, गए 4 सालों में जो ट्रिमेंडस चेंज हम देख रहे हैं, प्राइवेटाइजेशन हो या सब टर्मिनल वाले पीएसए हो, जीटीआई हो, पी वर्ल्ड हो, इन सब स्टेक होल्डर ने यहाँ का एनवायरनमेंट बहुत बढ़िया रखा। मैं तो ध्रुव को और एक कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन दूंगा कि इसने जेएनपीटी का टर्मिनल लेने के बाद एक भी यहाँ कोई आंदोलन नहीं हुआ सर, इतना स्मूथली यहाँ आगे बढ़ रही है। ये एक अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करने के लिए की हुए इनिशिएटिव है और सबको सुनना, सबके साथ में मार्ग निकालना, ये जो ध्रुव की इतना बड़ा ग्रुप होके सर, आई मस्ट कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट हिम, क्योंकि नहीं तो उन लोगों के साथ हमको ही रास्ते पे उतरना पड़ता है। लेकिन सर आप जब से मिनिस्टर बने हमने एक भी आंदोलन नहीं किया, ये हमारी आपकी तारीफ कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आप सुन के लेते हैं। आपने यहाँ जो चेंजेस किए हैं सर, इट वॉज वेलकम बाय कॉमन पीपल ऑफ दिस वैसिनिटी, और सर वो ज़रूरी है। फिर यहाँ का स्टेक होल्डर जिसने यहाँ ज़मीन दी वो भी है, जो यहाँ काम कर रहा है वो भी है, जो टर्मिनल चला रहा है वो भी है, और सबको सुना जाता है। और सब मेरे इस क्षेत्र के मित्र यहाँ बैठे हैं, सभी सीओ हैं, जीबू साहब हैं, अश्विन जी हैं, इन सब के किसी की कंप्लेंट नहीं है सर। और हर चीज़ में बोल के मार्ग निकालना, रास्ता निकालना, ये जो है इससे ये एनवायरनमेंट बढ़िया हुआ है और जेएनपीटी आगे बढ़ रहा है और आगे बढ़ेगा। वाधवन में भी हम साथ में हैं, कोई चिंता ना करें। सोनोवाल सर आप आगे बढ़ो और जल्द से जल्द वाधवन बने, ये इच्छा, इससे जेएनपीटी का रेवेन्यू बढ़ेगा। यहाँ के महाराष्ट्र की एक एयरपोर्ट आ रहा है तो 1% जीडीपी महाराष्ट्र की बढ़ेगी। जो जवाहरलाल ये पोर्ट नवी मुंबई एयरपोर्ट आ रहा है सर, 10 दिन के बाद उसका उद्घाटन है। तो ये सब डेवलपमेंट में लोकल लोगों को साथ लेके महाराष्ट्र आगे बढ़ रहा है, इसकी बहुत बहुत खुशी है। आप आए, एक इलेक्ट्रिक का बड़ा करिश्मा है सर। अगर यही आप यहाँ देखेंगे तो ज़्यादा परेशानी ड्राइवर्स, जो समाज का लास्ट आदमी है यहाँ, वो ड्राइवर ये धुएं से और ये डीजल से बड़ा परेशान रहता है। और ये अगर इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल है, इट वाज गेम चेंजर फॉर देयर लाइवलीहुड सर, और उनकी ज़िंदगी बढ़ेगी सर। हम सब टूटो बूटो में रहने वाले लोग हैं, हमको वो ड्राइवर की परेशानी, वो इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल आने के बाद उसके ज़िंदगी के कितने साल बढ़ने वाले, ये भी बहुत बड़ी बात है। और बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है, आपने बुलाया, और सर आपके लीडरशिप में ये पोर्ट ऐसे ही आगे बढ़े, ये शुभकामनाएं, अपेक्षाएं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
Thank you so much, Baldi ji, for highlighting that JN Port is not a sustainable port just in terms of green energy, but in a true way of keeping the communities and all the stakeholders together. Now I request Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji to please come forward and address the gathering.
Namaskar. India's largest container port, JNPA. आप लोगों को हथताली थोड़ा जोर से लगाना चाहिए। ये भारत का गौरव है, देश का गौरव है, और हम सब भारतीय होने के नाते हम सबको गर्व महसूस करना चाहिए, क्योंकि इस सफलता प्राप्ति की यात्रा में जिन लोगों ने योगदान दी है, पसीना बहाया है, उन लोगों के लिए तो एक हृदय से कृतज्ञता का भावना हमें व्यक्त करना चाहिए। आज की इस सभा में, जिस सभा की मूल उद्देश्य है फ्लैगिंग ऑफ सेरेमनी इलेक्ट्रिक ट्रक एट JNPA मुंबई, इस सभा में हमारे बीच उपस्थित हमारे माननीय विधायक श्री महेश बाल्दी जी, मंत्रालय की जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी आर लक्ष्मणन जी, JNPA के अध्यक्ष उमेश शरद वाघ जी, जैम बाक्षी ग्रुप के मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ध्रुव कटक जी, एनर्जी इन मोशन के मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर और CEO नरेंद्र मुरकुम्बी जी, distinguished stakeholders of the maritime fraternity, representative of terminal operators, shipping lines, logistics service provider, member of media, ladies and gentlemen. Ram Ram. Namaskar. It is with great pride and a deep sense of purpose that I joined you today at the ceremony where the new fleet of electric vehicle truck will be flagged off at the Nava Seva distribution terminal of Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority. This will not just be the inauguration of a set of vehicles. It is in truth a symbolic stride into a new epoch of sustainable logistic and maritime growth for our nation. When we gather here at the north center of India's containerized trade, we are not merely celebrating another milestone. We are affirming a profound commitment, the commitment of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, this ministry and JNPA towards a greener, cleaner, and more competitive maritime sector. JNPA has played a singular role in India's economic narratives. As the largest container port of the country, JNPA handles more than half of India's containerized cargo. It is not merely a port. It is a gateway through which the aspiration of millions of our entrepreneurs, manufacturers, and exporters find access to the world. Today, when JNPA takes a decisive step in electrifying its fleet of logistic vehicles, it sends a message far beyond port boundaries. It sends a message that India's ports are ready to embrace the future, ready to pioneer practices that will set benchmark for sustainability, efficiency, and innovation. Chairperson Shri Umesh Wagji and the team at JNPA deserve appreciation for steering this port with foresight and diligence. थोड़ा हाथ ताली हो जाए, उन लोगों को धन्यवाद मैं दे रहा हूँ. बेहतर काम किया है उन्होंने. In recent months, JNPA has consistently been in the news for the right reason, be it ranking among the top 25 ports globally in the World Bank CPPI index, achieving records in container handling or advancing key projects in the SCZ, digitalization and green energy. today's event adds another jewel to that crown of achievement. Friends, this initiative is perfectly aligned with the larger national vision that the Ministry of Port Shipping Waterways pursuing under the able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. The EV flag to be flagged off today is a shining example of the Green Port Initiative, under which we are reducing the dependency on fossil fuel, cutting emission and building resilience in port operation. It is not an isolated effort. Across India, ports are introducing solar and wind power projects, LNG and hydrogen fuel infrastructure, and electrification of cargo handling equipments. Just a week ago, Honorable Prime Minister launched the visionary initiative Sagar Se Samriddhi, a clarion call to harness the ocean and our maritime potential as a foundation for national prosperity. The Prime Minister's message was clear. The wealth of the seas must be utilized for the prosperity of our people, our industries, and our future generation. Sagar Se Samriddhi is not only about expanding capacity, but also about embracing sustainability, inclusivity, and innovation in everything we do. Today's ceremony is a living embodiment of that very philosophy. By deploying EV trucks, JNPA demonstrates how economic growth can work hand in hand with environmental responsibility. I would also like to use this platform to address our stakeholders, shipping lines, exporter, importer, freight forwarder, terminal operator, and logistic companies. The government of India is committed to supporting you with world-class infrastructure, transparent policy, and digital platform. We recognize that your competitiveness depends on the efficiency of our ports. That is why initiatives like One Nation, One Port process are being scaled up. It would be remiss not to mention the contribution of Maharashtra and the communities around Nava Shiva. JNPA has always been a driver of employment, growth, and prosperity of this region. With projects like JNPA SCJ, the centralized parking plaza, now the electrification of logistic fleet, this region is witnessing a new wave of development. Local communities too will benefit from reduced pollution, cleaner air, and new opportunities in green logistics. As you look ahead, the upcoming Vadhavan Port project will be another transformative chapter in this journey. A world-class deep draft port that will complement JNPA and India into a league of leading maritime nation. This port is poised to be 100% green since its inception. Today, I would also like to dwell upon the historic gift which has been bestowed upon the maritime sector by our visionary Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji yesterday by way of cabinet approvals. Honorable Prime Minister during Samudra Se Samriddhi program in Bhavnagar, Gujarat last week mentioned that government is working on 3 major schemes for making India a great maritime power where rupees 70,000 crores will be spent in the coming years. Yesterday, the cabinet led by Honorable Prime Minister following up on his promise approved a 3-pronged strategy transforming shipbuilding, ship recycling, and creating a globally competitive maritime ecosystem and financial outlay of rupees 70,000 crores for the speedy development of our maritime sector. Despite having a strong maritime legacy spanning thousands of years, our nation could not capitalize on this rich Indian knowledge system. As a result, today, our nation has a very meager presence in global shipbuilding, which is dominated by other Asian nations who began providing a conducive shipping ecosystem since a few decades back. Today, we only have a share of less than 0.1% in the global shipbuilding, and 95% of our EXIM cargo is transported by foreign shipping lines. We seal out almost rupees 6 lakhs crore every year as a freight charges to foreign shipping companies, which is almost 2% of our GDP. Previous government before 2014 did not pay attention to the sector. Honorable Prime Minister created a dedicated ministry for shipping waterways during our second term. There was no flagship initiative for the maritime sector. He brought in Sagarmala, and today more than 800 projects, what more than 5.5 lakhs crore have been sorted out, of which 272 projects worth more than 1.4 lakhs crore have been completed. As a result, today our port turnaround time, which used to be more than 4 days before 2014, is today less than 1 day, which is better than many advanced maritime nations. Whether it be in waterways or coastal shipping, or number of seafarer or cruise tourism or lighthouse tourism, under the able and visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we are shining bright in all this domain of maritime sector since 2014. Under his leadership, we have enacted 5 new landmark legislation which will radically alter the legislative landscape of our nation, making it more globally aligned and competitive. The much needed demand for grant of infrastructure status to large ships have also been conferred. Various other tax reforms have also been initiated for the maritime sector, which will help it grow. The three-pronged strategy for transforming shipbuilding, ship recycling, and creating a robust, globally competitive maritime ecosystem approved by the Cabinet will significantly reduce our dependency on foreign shipping companies. A significant financial outlay of rupees 70,000 crores has been earmarked for this purpose. For the first time ever in this sector, a maritime development fund with a corpus of rupees 25,000 crores has been established to support Indian maritime industry's financing needs by providing long-term financing to boost India's tonnage, shipbuilding, ports, coastal and inland shipping, among others. This includes a component of maritime investment fund of rupees 20,000 crores and interest incentivization fund of rupees 5,000 crores under IIF of 5,000 crores. Interest subvention of up to 3% on loan taken by maritime industry stakeholder shall be provided. MDF shall support infrastructure development and vessel acquisition to drive model ship and facilitate waterways cargo from 145 to 500 million ton and coastal ship cargo from 165 to 1,300 million ton by 2047.
An outlay of rupees 20,000 crores up to financial year 2036 is envisaged to support investment worth of rupees 1,82,000 crores in maritime sector. Additionally, IIF purpose of 5,000 crores is likely to support loan in the range of 36,000 to 50,000 crores. Secondly, a revamped shipbuilding financial assistance scheme to address the cost disadvantages of building ship in India, including a credit note for shipbreaking in Indian yards to promote shipbuilding has been approved with an outlay of 24,736 crores. Shipbreaking credit note worth 40% of the recycled ship fair scrap and
Ship owners when their vessel is scrapped in an Indian recycled yard. Ship credit note will be stackable, transferable, and will have a validity of 3 years. A national shipbuilding mission to manage and operate this scheme with a focused approach to support Indian shipbuilding and ship repair industry will also be created. Presently, only about 5% of the exim cargo is carried on Indian-owned flagship, resulting in 6 lakhs crores, US$ 75 billion, being paid to foreign companies annually towards ship freight services. Thirdly, a scheme for capacity and capability development and credit risk coverage for shipbuilding in India. Shipbuilding Development Scheme has been unveiled, which will provide capital support for greenfield cluster, brownfield shipyard expansion, capability development initiative, shipbuilding risk coverage. The outlay for this scheme is rupees 19,989 crores. India Ship Technology Center at a cost of rupees 305 crores will be set up, which will be an agency responsible for the overall development of the capabilities of Indian shipbuilding sector. It will provide a common platform for the shipbuilding industry by providing access to common facility skilling of future manpower and providing a productive ecosystem for ship design, R&D engineering, capability, etc. Shipbuilding being an employment-intensive sector and given the employer multiplier effect, these proposals are likely to have, will be creating 2.5 to 3 million new employment opportunities and generating an investment and GDP growth of about rupees 4.5 lakhs crore. I urge all the stakeholders of the maritime sector to take full advantage of this particular scheme. And I believe आज के जो मैंने काल की कैबिनेट में जो प्रपोजल पारित हुई है, इस प्रपोजल का जो महत्व है, इन चीज़ों को आप समझे, अध्ययन करें और आप इसका लाभ उठाइए, क्योंकि हमारे मूल लक्ष्य है by 2030 under Maritime India Vision, we want to become one of the top 10 shipbuilding nation in the world. And by spending more than 75 to 80 lakhs crore under Maritime Analytical Vision 2047, we want to become one of the top 5 shipbuilding nations in the world. And to make India a self-reliant nation, Atmanirbhar Bharat, we'll have to have better access of all these available facilities, and particularly under the principle of PPP, we'll have to proceed and achieve. So whatever vision has been given by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we are to articulate into action, in the field of action. So to articulate into action, we'll have join hand to each others and put our best possible dedicated effort to achieve that targeted destination of the country. And I believe whatever ecosystem you know better, how a ship is built, what are the equipments and apparatus and the skill and the engineering and heavy engineering are required, technologies are required. Everything is very much known to all of you present today. So, but realizing these particular essentialities and to create a competitive ecosystem in the country, Honorable Prime Minister has given all this kind of support to this industry, maritime as a whole. So that is why Maritime Development Fund, shipbuilding assistance financial scheme. So these are what the support we are getting. Now we have to avail it. We have to utilize it to the best possible extent. Are you ready for that? आप तैयार है क्या? देखिए ये जो व्यवस्था लाई गई है और जो व्यवस्था जो बनने जा रहा है, ये आपके लिए है, क्योंकि आपने दुनिया को देखी है. दुनिया में जो साइंस particularly shipping में, recycling में, whoever seeing line में, so you have seen their arrangement,
facility, their effort, their policy, their program, and realizing all this in details, going through R&D. Now, India, in the last 11 years, whatever success we were able to write with your kind support and association, this has given us full energy and motivation, and that too under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, कि उन्होंने पिछले 11 साल में पोर्ट शिपिंग वाटरवेज को बढ़ावा देने के लिए जो उन्होंने मदद की है, जो सपोर्ट दिन रात की है, मनोबल भी दी है, शक्ति भी दी है, साहस भी है, जिसकी वजह से आज ये JNPA ने अपना पहचान दुनिया में बनाने में सफलता प्राप्त की। तो मुझे लगता है कि हमारे देश में 5000 साल पहले जो शक्ति हमने दिखाने का काम किया था, पॉलिसी प्रोग्राम इनिशिएटिव एंड quality of heavy engineering, but you need lot of skill, higher skill, knowledge, wisdom, everything. So I believe this is what India is now growing, and India is now positioning, India is now creating an ecosystem for our stakeholders to get set up, motivated and connected, together, and keep our development to this. मैं पीछे आप सबको धन्यवाद देता हूँ, क्योंकि हमारी सागर से सापुरी हमारा प्रॉस्पेरिटी और बताते हैं, बार बार हमें याद कराते हैं, म्यांमार के बिना तो हम विकास हो ही नहीं सकते। अगर मानव समाज से किसी शादी में गौरवशाली है, शक्तिशाली है, अनुभवी है, बहुत जगह ने काम किया है, जलमार्ग ने किया है। जलवायु में जलमार्ग जो शक्ति है, उसको हमें समझना होगा। That's why I always in every event I used to repeat, water is the wisdom, water is the well, water is the winner, water is the war. पानी को सही इस्तेमाल किया तो समाज में समृद्धि रहा, क्योंकि गंगा सफाई अभियान इसका सागर को साफ करके रखना होगा, नदी को साफ करके रखना होगा, घनी हो ठीक हो, क्योंकि जल से जलवायु इसका कनेक्शन इन चीजों को हमें फैसला होगा। तो इसलिए ये जो इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल इसलिए
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमें एक मिशन के जरिए काम करने के लिए उन्होंने हमें हौसला दिया है, नेशनल हाइड्रोजन मिशन। यानी कि हमें कहा गया है ग्रीन पोर्ट बनाओ, ग्रीन शिपिंग बनाओ, ताकि हमारे कार्बन इमिशन जीरो रहे और प्रकृति में बसे हुए, धरती में बसे हुए हर प्राणियों को राहत मिले और अपना स्वस्थ जीवन ओ बितान के सफल रहे। इसलिए क्लाइमेट एक्शन हमें ना होगा क्लाइमेट चेंज का साथ मुकाबला करने के लिए। तो इसलिए आज ये क्लाइमेट एक्शन का एक नमूना है और प्रधानमंत्री ने जो हमें मार्गदर्शन दी है, जो उन्होंने देशवासियों को अपील की है, इस अपील को हमने साकार करने के लिए आज ये कदम हमने उठाई है। धन्यवाद JNPA। मुझे वाग ने बताया अगले महीनों में 1000 को इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल कन्वर्ट की जाएगी, ट्रांजिशन होगा। यानी कि we must respect ecology and environment. We want to grow our economy not at the cost of ecology and environment. We'll grow together. Ecology, environment and economy will grow together hand in hand. That is the solution that we should have on the planet Earth for the betterment of the welfare of the creation created by Almighty. So I believe आप सब सहमत है। उसी भावनाओं का साथ हमें अगले दिनों में एक सभा हम अभी मुझे पता किया ये स्टूडेंट पॉइंट की है 10 लाख मिलियन, तो 10 मिलियन उन्होंने अतिक्रम कर लिया, हाँ पार कर लिया आपने। तो इसलिए और आपको हाँ, तो अभी जो बर्धमान पोर्ट आ रहा है, बर्धमान पोर्ट में 23.3 मिलियन क्यूज के कंटेनर हैंडलिंग होगा। दुनिया का टॉप 10 कंटेनर हैंडलिंग पोर्ट में बर्धमान पोर्ट का भी जगह होगा और ऑल कार्गो और कंटेनर कुल मिलाकर 300 मिलियन मेट्रिक टन का कैपेसिटी होगा बर्धमान पोर्ट का और डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली 12 लाख लोगों के लिए रोजगार दी जाएंगे और बर्धमान पोर्ट में ही पोर्ट लेड सिटी डेवलपमेंट होगा, एक महानगरी का जन्म होगा। ये बड़ा स्ट्रक्चर दुनिया में आज महाराष्ट्र की पवित्र घाटी में बनने जा रहा है। तो इसलिए आप सबका सहयोग चाहिए। मैं महाराष्ट्र प्रदेश सरकार को भी मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि मुंबई म्युनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन हो, यहाँ के विधायक हो, सांसद हो, सब लोगों ने, सरकार ने जो भी मदद की है, इसकी वजह से आज हमें ये सफलता प्राप्ति संभव हुई है। तो हम चाहेंगे तो अगले दिनों हम ऐसे ही मिलके काम करते रहेंगे और 140 करोड़ भारतीयों को दुनिया में सबसे गौरवशाली हम बनाएंगे। भारत माता की जय हिंद।
Thank you so much, sir. It's always so good to hear you. Your words are full of positivity and enthusiasm, and it motivates all of us, the part of Indian maritime sector, to take Indian port sector, Indian maritime sector to greater heights. And sir, it is under your guidance that JN Port has been ranked 23rd worldwide and #1 in India in the Container Port Performance Index 2024. A big round of applause for Team JN Port. To conclude the formal proceedings, we invite Shri Suresh Babu, Chief Mechanical Engineer at JNPA, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Honorable Minister of Port, Shipping, Waterways, MLA of Puran Constituencies, Chairman JNPA, Managing Director JN Bakshi Group, Managing Director and CEO of Energy in Motion, and distinguished guests, my colleagues from port community and all present. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks in this special inauguration occasion of flagging off ceremony of electric tractor trailers at JNPA. This event is not just about launch of e-truck. It is a step forward in realizing the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the dream of making India the global hub for green energy ecosystem, green mobility, sustainable logistics, and so the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Our Prime Minister repeatedly emphasized the importance of reducing carbon emission, conservation of environment, and hence this flag of function truly resonate with the Prime Minister's vision of e-mobility revolution and making India the green energy hub for the entire planet. Further, this occasion signs with the ambitious roadmap of Maritime India Vision, Hadid Sagar, Amritkal Vision of our Union Minister and our Prime Minister. They are resolved to create a cleaner, greener, prosperous future for generation to come.
Honorable Minister will be back on the dais for the media interaction.